This week is Hearing Awareness Week, and it's an important week in our calendar each year because it raises awareness of hearing loss and hearing health, and it occurs in the last week of August every year. Projections are that 1 in 4 Australians may have a hearing loss by the year 2050, and this might be related to our ageing population. The hearing loss can also occur due to injury, illness, or due to hereditary factors. Noise injury is a form of injury that, in theory, is entirely preventable. It's also interesting to note that over 90% of children who are born deaf are born to hearing parents. In Australia generally, there are over 4 million people that have some form of disability. Hearing, I think, is something that most of us take very much for granted. It's vital to our everyday communication, and it's not until you lose your hearing that you understand how much you may have relied on it. Individuals who've had their hearing and then lose it can feel the loss very keenly. But there are a wide range of services and supports and technologies available for people with a hearing loss, but some people may struggle to afford them. For example, when you're a child you may get hearing aids through a government program, but when you become an adult you have to save up to afford them. I've heard stories of mothers who've chosen not to buy batteries for their hearing aids in order to feed their children. I've heard stories of people in their 20s, young people, who save up to go on an overseas holiday. Some of their peers in their 20s are saving up for their next pair of hearing aids. These days we have newborn hearing screening programs which occur at the hospital very soon after birth, and that can pick up a hearing loss very early. It enables the parents to then consider what options they want to pursue in their family. It might be hearing aids, it might be a cochlear implant, it could be using Auslan, or it could be a combination of all of those. When you encounter someone who's deaf or hard of hearing, it's not that difficult to implement some basic communication techniques to enable you to communicate with them. So greater community awareness about hearing loss through avenues such as Hearing Awareness Week is an important stepping stone, a good starting point. And a number of organisations in the deafness sector have also got together this year for what's being called Break the Sound Barrier campaign. It's a national campaign that aims to put hearing health and well-being on the national political agenda. And this advocates that by making hearing health and well-being a national health priority, this may lead to more funding for services, more investment in research, and better community education and understanding. Prioritising hearing health and well-being can assist those who are deaf or hard of hearing to live life to the fullest, to actively participate in all areas of life, whether it's education, employment, going to the theatre and other community events, being a volunteer, and any other avenue of participation. I know a lot of people who are deaf or hard of hearing or have a chronic disorder of the ear. And in fact, I employ a deaf person in my office, and I think it's been a good experience to enable many people to understand what it's like to think more about your communication. So in finishing, here's a couple of quick signs that you might be able to use if you meet a deaf person. Hello, how are you? Have a nice day. I encourage you to make contact with a deaf person next time you meet them. You'll make their day. Bye.